Sure.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? We come to the bottom of the first here. We join, well, the audio at least comes in partway through this first inning here, and with the Innisfail Hawks up 1-0 with your Stettler Storm up to bat here, as this promises to be a good game in this tournament. And a strike on the first pitch for Stettler there, 20 for Innisfail pitching. Looking to deal a good game tonight. She winds up for the second pitch, a little low, a little wild, and that'll be a 1-1 count.
Don't forget about the sponsor.
Oh yeah. We have BP's, good old Boston Pizza, ready to bring in their summer patios here, where the hockey's fresh and the action's fresher. As we have a pop fly, not caught. I'll make it a 1-2 count.
Just hold on to that one, Luke.
No, indeed. Looking to get on the first base here, get a hit through, and start this bottom of the second. But Innisfail other plans with a strikeout. Number 20, it's her first of the day. The Stettler now with their second batter up to the dish. Let's see what she can do here as 20 winds up with a first pitch strike. The Stettler, the storming early to that one there with a swing and a miss. This 20 winds up again, a little low, trying to bait her into swinging once again, but that'll draw a 1-1 count. And a bit of dust kicking up here at Atco Electric Field. And 20 with the windup, again a foul ball, and once again draws a 1-2 count with this second at bat in the bottom of the first in the ball game. This 20 winds up again, fires, and a little wild there with a 2-2 count now.
You can tell by the tent in the background there, just behind the back catcher, how windy it is.
It is indeed pretty windy here in the Prairie Province, as with that pitch is fouled, and nothing Innisfail can do about that one as it exits the grounds of play there. Still a 2-2 count, I believe. This 20 winds up and a hit. Again, it's going foul, and the catcher just about able to grab that one, but cannot.
So that remains 1-2.
1-2, I believe.
Alrighty.
This 20 fires, and then ball slice foul once again. And once again, 20 looking for a strikeout, and again another ball foul, as it seems to be Groundhog Day at the plate here
10th in a row
for the Storm. And if you're spectating here, you could probably get yourself a free souvenir at the bottom of the first, with all the balls exiting out and going foul.
I don't think there's a gift shop.
Not yet. Well, you know, if there's enough interest, we'll probably set something up here. But for now, we'll have to.
What are we selling?
Wait for the storm of people here now.
Chips and
Merchandise and all the other good stuff.
But you have a long way to walk.
And as this ball is hit, And Stettler gets on base here at first. That'll be the first base runner of this evening here in the bottom of the first. Speaking of selling stuff, how about BPs with those all meat bites again in the summer?
Yeah,
Feel free to stop by and get yourself a couple orders as you're passing on by or wherever you are in between. As this third batter with the bunt attempt, the catcher throwing to first. She's safe, so there's runners at first and second here, the bottom of the first. And Stettler storming on the base pass here, as Innisfail looks on to get their second out, potentially, with this fourth batter for Stettler. Up to the dish. And 20. Fires for a strike. Makes it an 0-1 count. Again, fires and another strike, and the base runners stay put at first and second for the Storm. And now 20 looking for her second strikeout of the day. Can she get it here? Indeed she can, with strike 3 with a crisp thrown ball. And now with 2 outs, what can the Storm do? As the spectators here at Atco Electric Field look on. As 20 fires. Again, another strike. And the base runner's challenging but staying put as the catcher looks on.
Look at that dust.
Definitely a bit of a dusty boy out here. As 20 fires. A little high. Baiting the runners to potentially try and steal. And 20 gets back into form. And another strike. As it'll make it a 1-2 count. And 20 now looking for the hat trick of strikeouts. And she gets it to end the... Oh, was it fouled? She did get a piece of it late there. What we thought was surely another strikeout. Maybe 20 on the mound. She probably thought so too, but Innisfail now looks on. As she fires. And solid contact there as the second baseman is scrambling. And at third, they will not get the tag out as the ball does trickle out at the end. There's now...
Looks like we got one runner in.
One runner, so a double on the play. Second and third, yes, it does look like. So now a tie ball game. And 20 fires another strike. And the wind's starting to ramp up here, as you might be able to hear, as our tent is holding on for dear life. As
will it blow away? That's the question. You want to make a bet?
That is the ultimate question. It has already snapped, as I've been told earlier. 20 looks on, and a strike makes it a 1-2 count, I believe. With 2 outs, Innisfail looks on, a 1-1 ball game. See what she can do here, and a little high to make it 2-2. With runners on second and third. And a strikeout for the final out of the first. And now, coming up next, hold your horses. It's the top half of the second, coming here to you live at Atco Electric Field in Stettler, Alberta, where the action's intense, but the wind is even more intense. now Innisfail with a foul ball as Stettler pitching. And this pitch tent is spooking us here. Another foul ball. Had a bit of a fly in my throat there, guys. As Stettler looks on to get their first out of the top of the second. And another foul ball, it seems. It's 21 for Stettler, deals, and it's high. But called a strike.
Any clue what the count is? I was working on the tent, keeping it in place.
It got a little windy here. We are a little spooked in regards to this tent. The count, we are not so sure. But don't count us out. As we bring you continuing Stettler sports coverage, as 21 fires, deals a strike. That's what I do believe is a second strike. Yeah, a second strike. I thought that was the strikeout. I wasn't too positive on that. There is a ball for sure. That's a ball.
What he's saying the count is loose.
There's definitely two strikes. There's definitely just fishing for that third one. Stettler is there as 21 looks on to get a strikeout for the first out of the inning. And that's low. It's got to be a 3-2 count, I think, Alex. What are your thoughts?
I think it's full, even though I have no idea.
Really. There we go. Yeah. I guess we'll find out here as she deals.
Is she walking?
No.
Now
There
it's
wasn't.
full,
Now
maybe.
it's full. So Alex is also a part-time mind reader. So he got you that full count early. You can thank him for that. That's a walk now. Yeah, there we go. As Innisfail, a little hawkish to get another run in this tie ball game. And with the base runner on first, Stettler looking to get some outs. And a first pitch strike for 21. She looks on. And that ball goes foul for an 0-2 count. And for Innisfail, let's see if they can advance the runner. That is the name of the game. And that goes high for a ball to draw a 1-2 count.
We got two people sitting down watching the stream right now.
Thank you to those two live viewers there.
I hope their popcorn is tasty.
Having a good supper here as a bit of a mad scramble. And there was one out. And Innisfail steals to go to second base there. Now Stettler having an out. Looking for their second out. And a way out of this jam with Innisfail having a runner at second there. And the tent bracing for dear life as we hear it shudder. And it seems like it might be a mind-bending ending if that keeps up, like Inception. So, but speaking of mind-bending, that pitch obviously bent the mind of the Innisfail batter, as that's a strike for Stettler there. And now they call it, as again there's some more wind and some dust kicking up. Queen once said it best, another one bites the dust. Hopefully we do not have that here tonight in regards to this tent and this camera, as we're bringing you some on par with ESPN coverage of Stettler sports here at Atco Electric Field. As that ball trickles foul. Now with the base runner at second. One out and a strike for the third out. There is 3 outs, so that does it for the top half of the second. And Innisfail has to find a way to unveil Stettler's strategy there on the mound. It's 21 dealing a good game, and I will come back at you later here as we hunker down for the wind here in the bottom of the second here at Atco Electric Field. And here we are for the bottom half of the second, as the first pitch rolls on in the infield and thrown out at first.
One out already?
And already there is indeed one out on the bottom of the second. And Innisfail looking to stave off a storm attack here.
Storm in a storm.
As 20 gets another Stettler batter to swing for a 0-1 count. And 20 again fires. And an 0-2 count now with one out. Innisfail in very good position in this bottom half of the inning. Let's see what 20 can create here. As again, another swing, another ground ball. And again, another thrown out at first for 2 outs in the inning for the Innisfail Hawks there. And Stettler here with their third batter at the dish, seeing what they can do, create. As 20 fires, a little low. And that'll make it a 1-0 count with the ball there. And Innisfail looking on to retire the side in order. And now with a 2-0 count, it does seem to be proving a little challenging here. Let's see if 20 can work her way out of this bad count. What are your thoughts, Alex?
Let's see. A swing and miss.
Now a 2-1 count there with a strike. A swinging strike at that. Instead we're looking on to generate some offense. As 20 deals, fires, and a 2-2 count now. Looks on, she fires, and that's a strike. Another ground out, and the side is retired in order. A quick end of the second inning here at Atco Electric Field.
Third, my friend.
We are entering now
We're now
the
at the
top
bottom of the third.
getting into the third inning here, and the wind does seem to be picking up, but you know, if rain happens tonight, that's good for the crops. So, but good news, bad news, I guess. Good news if you're a farmer, bad news if you're a ball player.
Or us.
Yeah, or us with electrical equipment in a field in Stettler, Alberta. Now the real question is, folks, you like wings? You like live sports? You like friendly people? Well, there's a BP's near you. And with their summer menu and a burger and beer deal, you can have all the fun you want. There's never such a thing as too much day drinking, unless it's a Monday. Back with you for the top of the third next here at Atco Electric Sports Field. Which is right now, as there is a ball to start the top of the third. It's 21 for the Storm.
Oh, I got the top of the third back.
Oh, and we have the right inning here, as that ball is sliced foul to make a 1-1 count, and this tent is starting to slice a little bit itself as we look on, as 21 fires high to make it a 2-1 count. Now in a tie game in this tournament, who can and who will prevail in this ball game, as 21 fires to make it that was a strikeout. So the first pitch was indeed a strike, with 21's second, could be wrong on that, but it was second strikeout of the day. As 21 fires, and Innisfail with a hit through the first, around the first base, but she is out, grounded out. It's now 2 outs for the Storm here at the top of the third, as 21 looks on and fires low for a ball. Now 21 readies herself and deals, and that is a foul behind the plate. And the fans here at Atco Electric Field look on to see if Stettler can get their third out. Retire the side in order. She fires for a strike to make it a 1-2 count. As 21 looks, fires, and Innisfail with a hit into the center field. And a runner's on first. Yeah, there's a hawk.
On first.
And now let's see if she's feeling hawkish to steal for second. Here in the top of the third for Innisfail to generate some more offense in this 1-1 ball game, as 21 fires for a swinging strike. And resetting here at this at bat. And 21 fires again, a bit high for a ball. And 21 again, fires. Whoa. And the runner stays at first. I'll make it a 2-1 count on the at-bat, as Stettler working on to get their third out. Third and final out of the inning, as 21 fires, and Innisfail with a hit and foul. And they reset as the base runner on first, looking to possibly steal second on a 2-2 count. And a strike. And that'll be a strikeout. And the third out of this inning. And next, we'll bring you the bottom half of the inning here with Stettler batting in a 1-1 ball game. Stay tuned for more electric hometown productions and media sports.
We have cameras.
And we're back for the bottom half of the third inning. Stettler looking on, and a ball for the first pitch there. On the at-bat. This 20 deals again, and a grounder as she throws and gets the Stettler batter out. And what an immense improvement for the Hawks between now and before last time when they played them in the first game of the season we covered there for the Storm. A close 1-1 ball game here with one out. The bottom of the third, Stettler with her second batter at the dish. She takes a strike to make it an 0-1 count. As 20 dealing again for a swing and a miss to make it an 0-2 count, as she has been dealing some pretty nasty stuff on the mound, striking out the Stettler side with some easy relativity. As there again, another strikeout on cue for the Innisfail Hawks. And right on cue again, this tent with the wind having some more fun at good old Atco Electric Field. And she deals another strike to make it again a 0-1 count. And on the at-bat with two outs here, Innisfail looking to get out of this bottom half of the third with some relative ease. She fires again, low for a ball, it seems to be, as the pitcher is motioning for the fielder to make a shift adjustment, as 20 deals again, and yet again another strike to make it a 1-2 count on the at-bat. And 20 looking for yet again another strikeout. And Stettler, she slices it foul on the pitch. Still a 1-2 count. As 20 resets, and now she fires. It goes low, and a bit of a wild pitch there to draw a 2-2 count on the at-bat. And here with 2 balls and 2 strikes, 20 fires, and that was foul. As it is still a 2-2 count. bat. And if you're hearing any muffled noises on this mic, it is a little windy, as I've said. Really starting to pick up here. The wind must have a affection for the great game of softball and baseball here at ATCO Electric Field. And 20 looks on a 2-2 count and fires, and another foul ball. And Innisfail looking on to retire the side in order once again. And now with a 2-2 count and a chance to strike out the side, 20 looks on, and yet again another foul ball. Keep it at a 2-2 count. Are you outside in Stettler? A little chilly because of the wind? Well, we know we have the perfect solution for you. Why don't you come inside at BP's and grab some all-meat bites? Then check them out, as they are our sponsorship for tonight's game. As 20 fires, and again another ball is foul. The wind may be having some factor to do with that. What are your thoughts, Alex?
Well, I think it has to be a factor one way or another for these ball players, Luke.
If you were out there playing in this wind, what advice would you be as she grounds it to first, and again another ground out? What would your advice be to these ball players playing in this wind, Alex? If this were you, what would you be looking to do?
I'd call it and get a reservation at BP.
Exactly. Because who wants to sit in the wind when you can sit at a patio at BP's, or even better, indoors at one of their many bars? They are a sports restaurant and bar serving the family and also maybe mom and dad's alcoholic needs, putting up with the children. Coming up to you next with the top half of the fourth here at ATCO Electric Sports Field. Stay tuned. And a ball hit up
Already a quick pop fly.
and a pop fly out to start this top half of the fourth.
Don't wait for no man.
And the Storm looking on to do what Innisfail did and get those 3 outs, as they're a third of the way there as 21 fires. And the shortstop, she dives, cannot come up with a clean field on the play, and Innisfail now with a base runner on first. And now you got to think at this point, in a 1-1 ball game, Innisfail's got to be feeling a little hawkish. Wouldn't you say, Alex? It's 21 fires for a strike.
I couldn't think of another bird pun to go with that. I was like, well, they're not eagle-eyed, or they're not pigeon-toed. I don't know.
There you go. And there the batter goes to swing and miss there for a strike to make it an 0-2 count. This 21 fires low, and Innisfail, the base runner, is given the green white. 12 steals for second. And with one out, a runner on second, and a 1-2 count. What can Innisfail do? And at the dish, the batter can take a ball there to make it a 2-2 count. 21, she looks on, fires, and hit up the second base line, but thrown out for 2 outs in the inning. And a runner now advancing to third, as with some key clutch base running there for the Hawks. And now, if you're batting here with 2 outs at the dish, you're looking to just get a base hit and advance that runner to break this tie game, as it is 1-1 here, as she shows bunt, and the catcher dives like Tretiak in the 70s there, but cannot come up with the ball, as it goes foul to make it 0-1.
So what, we got a runner on third?
A runner on third indeed for the Hawks. And a little mound meeting here. Bit of a pep talk. You like pep talks, Alex?
No.
No? You had a bad experience with a pep talk?
No, I just prefer to give myself words of motivation. I don't need to hear it from others.
You're an internal motivator.
Self-motivator.
So yeah. Do you have fearless motivation?
No, a good pep talk's always good, Luke. And I bet you give a good pep talk.
Indeed I do.
Did you give any when you were playing for the Wildcats?
Yeah, there were a couple of how are you doings in the locker room there, and some fun moments. And we'll see some more fun moments here at the dish with a strike as 21 fires, with 2 outs and a base runner on third for the Hawks. And she swings again for a strikeout. And Stettler now retires aside and goes into the bottom half of the 4th. We'll be back from Atco Electric Field in Stettler. And we're back in the ballgame as Stettler looking to generate some offense with Innisfail with the first pitch. High, way up high. Just like this tent may be going soon if this wind keeps going on for long. As we're soaking this in, enjoying it.
Yeah, in about 10 minutes, might not be a bad idea, folks, to look out your window because you might see our tent flying in the wind.
You may get some visitors in your room here with this tent, and
Just go through the window.
just say hello. How you doing?
It is pegged down. But sometimes you wonder just how well pegged it is. Okay, what do we got? Strike?
That was indeed a strike there for Innisfail as 20 winds up, goes low, and Stettler gets on first. Now base runner on first, no outs on the bottom of the fourth. Let's see if Stettler can storm to action and generate some offense here. As 20 deals, fires, and it's hit, and it gets through as the Storm generated base hit, and the runner at first then went to third. So with runners at first and third, Stettler looking in a very good position here to break the tie in this ballgame. And a wild pitch, and it is 2-1 now with that runner going home, and there's also a base runner on second for the Storm. On a 1-0 count, no outs. Let's see what 20, see what she can do here to help her side. As again a wild pitch to make it a 2-0 count in this at bat. And 20 looking on, fires, and a bunt attempt goes foul to make it a 2-1 count. And a very picturesque evening here at ADCO Electric Sports Field.
I wouldn't mind if number 15 moved over just like a couple of feet.
Indeed, as we're trying to see the signals here, and 20 fires a bunt attempt that goes wide, and now there's a base runner on third as she steals for the third base there. As 20 fires and strikes out the batter, the Storm batter, for the first out for the Hawks. And in a 2-1 ball game here for the Storm, what can Innisfail do to shut down their potent offense? As 20 looks on, fires, and a ball slicing foul behind the catcher into the metal stanchion behind the plate for an 0-1 count with a runner on third. As 20 fires, deals, and a hit into left field as again another runner comes across the plate to score. And now the Storm with a runner on first here in a 3-1 ball game. And 20 fires, and again another bunt attempt going foul, as it'll make it an 0-1 count, and the runner will have to come back to first. A 3-1 ball game. Resetting at the plate, ready for the pitch, and swings high for a strike to make it an 0-2 count. base runner on first in a 3-1 ball game. As 20 looks on. Looks at the signal from her catcher, and the ball goes low. The catcher does not find it in time. And Stettler takes the second base here as she advances to put herself in decent scoring position there on second base. And 20 looks on again, fires, and a foul ball there to make it a 0-1 count. As 20 fires again, it goes high, and Stettler steals for third in the ball game. And it's a 2-2 count at the plate. And a swing for a strikeout for the second out of the inning. And with a base runner on third, can the Storm get in across the plate their third runner of the bottom half of the fourth, as the first pitch is dealt and a swing strike. As 20 resets herself and fires for another strike. Another swing strike at that. Can she get yet again another strikeout? We'll find out here. As a swing, and it's popped up high and caught for the third out, the bottom half of the fourth. And we'll be back for the top of the fifth here at Atco Electric Sports Field. And we're back for the top of the fifth here as Innisfail with a swinging strike on the first pitch. And again, for the second pitch of the at-bat, the Innisfail batter swings again to make it a 0-2 count here in the top of the fifth. And Stettler looking to shut down the Innisfail offense as 21 fires again, and it's a little wide for a ball, to make it a 1-2 count here. Again, firing in rapid succession, and a strikeout, and the first out, the top of the fifth for the Storm. And a swing on the first pitch, grounded out for the second out of the inning. And they reset. As 21 fires. And a strike. Gets her to swing. The Innisfail batter looking on to get a base hit for herself here. And generate some offense. And again, another pitch fired and another strike as 21. Seemingly able to get some swings and misses here in the top half of the fifth. And again, another swing and a miss in a quick top half of the fifth inning. We'll be back for more at Atco Electric Sports Field in Stettler. Stay tuned. And we're back here for the bottom of the fifth. And Stettler looking to generate some more offense in this 3-1 ball game. As 18 looks on for Innisfail. Winds up and fires high for a ball. And now let's see if Innisfail can repeat what Stettler just did in the top half of the inning there to get those outs and keep it close here at Electric Field. And a pitch goes a little low, but they motioned for a strike, I think, there, the umpire, with a bit of a half-hearted strike motion. We'll see, I guess, as 18 looks on and fires. And strike. So it is a 2-2 count. And 2-2, no outs. first batter of the bottom inning. And pitch goes low to make the count full at 3-2. And 18 looking on to get her first strikeout of the day. She comes in for a relief of 20 for Innisfail there as 18 looks, winds up, fires. And the ball goes foul there on the swing for the Storm. As we get a look at the outfield and the anticipation and action of the fans there as they reset. And with a full count here at 3-2, Innisfail fires, and Stettler with a hit going up the second on the second baseline there, and she'll be safe at first to be on base to start this bottom half of the fifth. Now the Storm looking to rush in some more offense here in the middle part of this ball game as 18 looks on, fires, and a bunt attempt does not connect, and a strike, but also a stolen base for the Storm. And no outs, a runner on second. Let's see what the batter here can do at the plate with a 0-1 count. As 18 looks on, fires low, goes wild, and there's now the runner advances to third. In this bottom fifth inning. And now 18 looking to gather herself and get some outs for this Innisfail Hawks team to climb back into this one. In a 3-1 ball game, and that slices foul to make it a 1-2 count as the wind picks up yet again here this evening. And 18 looks on, and another swing and foul ball with a base runner on third. Now with a 1-2 count, and a whops one high to make it a 2-2 count on this at bat. And Stettler now looking to get yet another run across the plate to make it a 4-1 ball game. Let's see if they can do that here on this next pitch on 2-2. And that is determined to be high to make yet again another 3-2 count. On the at bat. And Innisfail looking on to get their first out, and the pitch goes wild, and Stettler does make it a 4-1 ball game. And the runner that ran at the plate after that wild pitch is now on second, as an error was made there behind the plate. And now 4-1 with a runner on second. Let's see what the Storm can do to widen the spread of this game, as Innisfail now definitely looking to stave off this Storm attack and get into the game a little more in the bottom, or in the top of the sixth. But in the bottom of the fifth here, there's another bunt attempt that goes foul, and the Storm base runner now back to second, and 0-1 here at this at bat. 18 looking on and firing, and again the Storm show bunt, and again it goes foul to make it 0-2. And now 4-1 the score currently stands. Stettler trying to widen the lead, and Innisfail looking to get some outs as that pitch goes high to make it 1-2 on the at bat. And 18 winds up again and throws a strike for her first strikeout. And the base runner will be kept at second, and now with 1 out. 4-1, Stettler looking to widen their lead. And now resetting for this next batter. Innisfail looking on to get their second out. The bottom of the 5th. As 18 fires, it goes high, and the base runner attempted to go to third, but decides to stay at second. And the Storm batter getting set as 18 fires, and that ball is hit and sliced to first, as the Storm now make it 5-1 as the base runner on second goes home, and there's now a base hit, and now it's a 5-1 ball game. As we see the reaction of a pretty pumped Stettler Storm dugout here. Now with 1 out, the Innisfail defense has to be thinking of themselves. They do not want a repeat of that game that happened a month prior, as you guys saw, as it was actually called off after a bit, as it was 11-3, I think the score was in that game, as that pitch goes foul there on the bunt attempt to make it 0-1. And the Storm looking to generate yet some more offense as 18 fires high to draw the count 1-1, and the base runner first stays at first, looking on. And some good day action here, as that ball is fouled to make that a 1-2 count. And the wind pretty steady here in the latter half of the game. And now Innisfail, they 1-1 count and 1 out, looking to get another out as 18 delivers a swinging strike, and the base runner decides to go to second, and she is safe here. Now, with 2 outs, what can this Innisfail defense do to get out of the bottom 5th of the inning? As 18 looks on at the Storm batter. And the base runner at third, eyeing up home to make it a 6-1 game potentially. Here, let's see how things shake out for the Storm. And now Innisfail delivers a pitch that is fouled. Now again, 5-1 the score for the Storm, and Innisfail now looking on to get out of this jam here in the bottom half of the fifth and get back into this ball game. As 18 for Innisfail, throws up high, and that'll be a ball on the pitch. Now with a 2-1 count, with 2 out, and that pitch goes low, and the base runner on third looks on to try and potentially score for the Storm in this 5-1 ball game. And with 2 balls, 1 strike, 18 fires, goes low, and the umpire calling time there. And all set up at the plate to go again here on this pitch as a strikeout to end the bottom half of the fifth in the 5-1 game here at ATCO Electric Sports Field. But do you know it's never ending, folks? The beer at BP's. Come in today there and they'll have you all fixed up for a nice deal there. They're kind enough to sponsor the game. And Alex, what do you think of BP's?
Well, I also work there, so I can't say anything bad.
So again, BP's the plug again for hooking us up here, and Alex with loving his job.
In truth, appreciate the support from BP and helping local broadcasting, as it's something brand new to these kind of communities, isn't it?
We aim to be the ESPN of Stettler, and seem to be doing just that. Alex, tell us a bit about your journey here at Hometown Productions and Media and how this journey has felt.
Well, it's been good. Started out doing highlights, no live broadcasting at the moment, about a year ago, doing these same girls and the girls team, that is, and honestly it's just grown from there. We did live broadcasting of the Stettler Imperials, highlights along with that, and then now we're here doing live broadcasting of the girls team. Yeah, and I know I mixed up my words a little bit there, and you're having a great time with it.
Oh, it's always fun to
stumble on your words.
To have a good stumble there, as we've all done that. And again, here we go for the top of the 6th, lining up to be, and fun times here at ATCO Electric Sports Field, where the action is intense, but the wind is even more intense. As 21 deals the first pitch of the top of the inning for a ball in this 5-1 ball game, as that is a strike to make it 1-1. And 21 looks on again, fires, and that goes low to make that a ball. And they reset. 21 again fires, and that's sliced foul to draw the count even at 2-2. Umpire motions the 2-2 count. As Stettler looking on 21, she fires, and a strikeout there for the first out of the top of the 6th. As we get ready for the second batter of the top half of the inning.
So I can do a take 2, right? Or is this live?
Oh, this is live.
Oh, okay. I can't do a take.
No.
Oh, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that last part it's in there forever.
That happened. As a hit, or is that that was an out, ground out there for Innisfail, and now with 2 outs, I believe the Innisfail dugout looks on and hopeful that their team can generate some offense and come back into this. And Stettler, 21 on the mound. She looks to stop any developments like that as Innisfail takes a strike. And 21 fires again. She deals a ball to draw the count 1-1. And she winds up and fires. And Innisfail with a hit. It goes into the field, and that's caught out to end the top half of the 6th. And now Stettler in the bottom half looking to widen their lead. And how have you enjoyed today's action there, Landon?
Oh, I mean, it's been windy, but other than that, it's good to be covering the ball game, getting local broadcasting out. Good to be back.
There we go. And you'll hear from us more here as we get back and look to join the bottom half of the 6th inning here at Atco Electric. And stay tuned for more live action. All right, gang. Well, that's the ball game here, as they've determined the umpires that that's enough action for tonight. And yeah, a good 5-1 ball game here at Atco Electric. And now it's such a the game called early. You might want to head on down to BP's there and catch the rest of the Oilers action there as Game 3 is underway. And thanks again for tuning in here. And from all of us here at Hometown Productions and Media, we thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Come again. Feel free to stop by on the next broadcast. And this has been Luke Martin.
Alex Makita.
And
Landon Chambers.
we'll be back again sometime in the future. Thanks again.